Welcome to A Watchman's Journal. I'm Diana Larkin. Joining me today is Patty Tycrow and Callie Simons, and we are going to give you a tour of our new website. Plus, we have some exciting updates. There's a prayer community forming, and also about my book. We'll just give you all the latest and greatest of what is happening in A Watchman's Journal. Callie, Patty, thanks for joining me today.
You're
And
so
thank you,
welcome.
Callie, for the amazing job you have done on the blog. It is just, it's beautiful. And
Oh,
we
thank
want
you.
it to be very usable. So we want you to understand how to navigate around in it. So, and of course, it still is under construction because there's a lot more that needs to be done. But we wanted to get it out there, get you start practicing on coming there to find everything. So Callie will be going through and showing you what's available there. And I'll just give you a little future anticipation. We are going to have a store and my book will be there, and so will some products that we're busy designing and dreaming about and creating that we hope will bless your lives. So be looking for that. And other than that, Callie, take it away.
Okay, I'm going to share my screen so we can kind of walk through it together. If you have anything, questions or whatever, jump in and, stop me and we'll kind of go talk through it. But I'll just kind of walk through the different pages and show everybody what we've been working on. So this is the new blog website. Just we kind of tried to give it just a cleaner look, a more modern approach, tried to bring in all of the beautiful pictures of the flowers and all the things that, really represent Diana and her love of anything really nature. So we have a lovely welcome here. We have links over to the About page to learn about Diana and about the ministry. We have a link here to go right over to the blog if you want to get into reading all of the blog posts. And then we do have a link to the store. There's nothing quite there yet, but like Diana is saying, there will be some things there shortly. And then we have Diana's Instagram here. So if you wanted to see if she's been posting all the different blog entries we're posting to Instagram, her videos, you'll see those posts here. You can also click right over by clicking on this to get into just her Instagram account if you need to go follow her, things like that. So we've made that super easy right here. And then our lovely Diana, and just a little bit about her. And if you want to click through here, you can go over to the About page and read more about her history. And then we've got the book. So the book was the main reason for the website. So it's got a huge presence right here on the homepage. And we just wanted to show you the beautiful book and give you a little bit of a nugget about what it's about, which of course is Diana journal entries about the rescue of the ages. So you can click through here to look at more of the book. So we'll go there in a moment. And then we've got all of the latest blog posts. So right here will be the three newest blog posts, and then you can click through here to go see more if you're interested in ones from the previous weeks. We have an email sign up here next. So we are not currently sending any emails, but we wanted to get started a list. So if you're interested in the future, if Diana wants to start sending emails about her book or new products in the store or whatever future things that a Watchman's Journal is going to be doing, we want to be able to start collecting those email addresses so we can inform everybody, keep everyone up to date. So if you're interested in that information, sign up to be a subscriber. And then just a quick thing here about her YouTube and her Rumble. So this where you can go watch her podcast. So obviously Diana's been doing those for a long time. So there's lots of videos to go watch. So we've got the links to those. And then Diana's been recording all of her things over on the radio. So we remembered that in the middle of the website project. And so we've got the link here to go over to listen to those archives. So if you have yourself finding something, wanting to listen to something, head on over and you can listen to Diana's words on the radio. That's pretty cool. And then down here's some more blog things. So we have some of my favorites. So these are some of the words that Diana just really loved. So we've kind of tagged those as her favorites. So there's a couple of those. We have some that are the most popular. So some of those blog posts that just have gotten a lot of good feedback from the followers. We've got those tagged here as most popular. You can also go over and look at the archive. So if you're wanting to look at one from like early January, for instance, you can go over to the archives. We'll go through that page here in a moment. And then if you're looking for one that's quite old, 3 years ago, we have not gotten those moved over to the site. So we have a link here to continue to go over to her old blog to find any of those ones that, you know, that we may not move some of those older ones over. So we'll keep you up to date on which ones are getting moved. But that's kind of where we are at this point where we can go back to the old blog and find journal nuggets and things like that that you're looking for over there. So we just got some different blog posts here. And then this was an important verse, from Habakkuk 2 for Diana. So I don't know if you want to talk about that, Diana, but you said that was a pivotal verse for you.
It was after that original call to be a watchman, which was from Ezekiel. This ended up to be a pivot point in my life when I found out that you could journal his voice, because I heard him through a gift of prophecy, but I didn't think about listening to him just every day. And anybody can do this. And I learned through Communion with God Ministries. And Mark Verkler is the one who taught this. And it's 4 keys to hearing God's voice. And it is based on this scripture. So it's you're waiting, which is what you come into his presence and quiet yourself. Station myself on the tower. That is, you're looking, because sometimes he shows you a picture along with hearing words. And then you're going to wait to see what he says. And then you're going to write it down. So all those steps are right there in those 2 verses. And it changed my life because I can hear him any day of the week. Anytime I have a question, I can bring it to him and listen for his voice that will come flowing on that river of life, which is Holy Spirit, always moving, always going, always pulling you into the frequency of heaven and into the beautiful water of his word, both written and spoken.
Beautiful. So yes, we wanted to frame that verse to really put it in a prominent spot on the website and give it the beauty that it deserves, because that's a beautiful moment for sure. And then next, we just have some testimonies here. We have a lot of people who've reached out over the years, commenting on the blog or on the book or whatever it may be. So we wanted to share some of those with everybody. So you can and we'll add more as we get them. There's just a few to start here. And then you can go over to the blog archives here if you need to get over to there. And then at the very bottom, again, we have the email sign up. So you just put in your name and email, hit subscribe if you want to join that email list for future notifications. And then just down here in the footer, you'll find all the links to her social icons down here. It's also right up at the top of, I'm going to go back up. Top of the page here, you'll find those right away up here too. So if you're questioning, am I following the right Facebook page, or is this the right Telegram channel? Come to the website, get the links here. If there's ever a change, we'll update these links. So this is kind of the one stop, we're making sure that we're not following any bad accounts, because we have found several accounts impersonating Diana. So definitely important to make sure you're following the right ones. And up here too, there is a search box. So if you're looking for a blog, if you have a keyword, you can just type it in right here. And it will just pull up. I'll just do it quick. It'll just pull up the blog post, the most recent one. So very easy to search and find what you're looking for, hopefully. Okay, so let's go into the About page now.
Before you leave the blog section, Could you talk about the comments? Because they can leave comments in the
Okay,
blog
let's go to the
section.
blog section. Yep. So let's go to the blog. So if you click on blog up here in the navigation, you'll get over to the main blog where there's all of the different entries. So you'll see the first recent ones here. And then we have another little testimony here. You can search the blog here, or you can just go straight into some of the most recent articles as well. Otherwise, once you go into the blog post that let's say you wanted to read today's entry, this is the blog entry here. So you can scroll down, you can read the word. Once we get down here, there will be coming up here. So the new commenting on the new blog post is run through Facebook. So there's a couple reasons for security mainly to try to make sure we're not having a bunch of spam and all those kinds of things. So we are requiring a Facebook account in order to have comments going back and forth. But as you can see, once you're logged into Facebook, it's super easy to leave a comment. You just type it out, hit respond. If there's a comment there already, you want to reply to it and have a conversation. That's really easy to do too. So we're hoping that it'll be easy to come in and continue to have that community that you've been already having on the old site as well. But yes, let us know if you have questions about that. We're hoping it'll be easy. If you don't have a Facebook account, you could always set up just like a basic one quickly with an email address. You don't have to have a lot of information on it, but it would allow you to come in and we can know that you're a real person and not a spam account. I think can all think of a time where we've interacted with a bot or things like that. So we're just trying to make sure that we don't have a lot of that going on
Yeah.
on the new website. So
Yeah. And we do have some commenters on Blogspot who it's fine to have a different opinion and share what you believe, but these people are coming in on purpose to divide and to try and start arguments and to prove to us how wrong we are. And there's no way to block a commenter on Blogspot. But when you comment on this and use Facebook, we can block commenters that really they're up to no good. They don't really want to learn and they're just there to divide. So that is one of the reasons that we like that feature, that we'll be able to not have to put up with someone who's they just don't have good motives. So
right. And if you don't have a Facebook account and it's just not something you want to go to, we're going to talk a little bit later with Patty about an X community. So there is an opportunity for you to go and have some community if you're interested on being on X and not Facebook. So there are some other options for you as well. But we're hoping that that's not going to be a huge deal, and we can have good conversations and keep it positive and have great conversations about the words that are being released. So, was there anything else, Diana, that you want to talk about on the
because
actual blog post?
we have people like Prayer Poet who does beautiful things with my entries, turns them into prayers, and she'll be able to do that on this site as well. And, if you're kind of scared of being on Facebook, it's like, let me assure you that everybody already has your information. Privacy is a joke in this nation. I believe that will change in the future, but you can have a page that does not give anything personal up about you. You have to give some personal information to get signed up, but on your actual Facebook page, you don't have to put anything that you don't want anybody else to know. You can be your pet or something if you want.
It's true. I have seen those accounts. That's very true. So we hope everyone enjoys that. It should be a better experience. If you have Facebook, it should be a much better experience for getting in and being able to have conversations. And you won't have to respond back to, a timestamps. You'll actually see people's faces and be able to, know who you're speaking with. So hopefully it'll be a better experience for having some better community on the blog post because we do honor, we see the conversations and they're valuable and they're touching and it's just really sweet to see the community out there. So
Yes.
that was important for us to continue to try to have on the new site as well.
Callie, can you show also the team on here?
Yes, so let me go back to the about page. So that page is where we just have Diana's kind of story. She kind of goes into, when she was called to be a watchman and the start of the ministry. So we have some of that out here. And then down at the bottom, we go into the team. And so then we've got a little bit, we each kind of wrote our own bio here. So Ash kind of introduced himself, and then we've got Patty's bio here, and then mine here at the bottom. So you can kind of learn a little bit about all of us that are part of the team. And then I love this here at the bottom too. I wanted to pull this Heritage of Peace portion in because I think if you know Diana, you've spoken with Diana, you have any kind of relationship with Diana, the thing that you're going to say is that she just exudes the peace of God. And so she has a little nugget here about how she was told by the Father that she would have a heritage of peace. And I think it's just played out so perfectly.
Beautiful.
So, and these are all of her flowers, which I know that all the people, the followers always love the beauty breaks and love her flowers. So we put a lot of photos of Diana's flowers out here as well.
That's awesome.
And then the other big piece on the site is the contact form. So if you've got a prayer request or you just want to have a comment about the site or trouble finding something, whatever it may be, you can come here and very quickly put your name and an email and type out a short message and send a message. And it will go right off to the email. Patty will get that, Diana will get that, and they'll be able to answer your email, answer your questions. So I think that will be helpful. And we also have a new email address with the site as well. So I don't know, Dana, what were you going to say?
I was going to say I would really appreciate it if everyone used the contact form rather than direct messaging me or using Messenger, because if there's one place that we can aggregate everything, it would just save me a lot of time because I don't want to miss anybody. Your questions, your prayer requests are all very, very important, but it would really help us out if you could use the website.
Yes, that makes it much easier.
And I see
And then
that
there is,
yeah, I was going to say that.
and the last piece of this is really just a donate button. We're still taking donations through Give, Send, Go, just like always, but we wanted to make, the goal of the website is to have everything that you could possibly want to find about Diana all in one space. So it's all here. Anything that you're looking for should be on the site, whether it's the blog entries or her radio show, anything, the book. Let's go into the book because, wait. Okay, so this is the store. We don't have anything out here right now. But as we get the book information available as it launches, I don't know if Diana, you want to talk anything about the book at that point?
This weekend, Friday night, the publisher gave me the notice that they are doing the very final editing to get it ready to upload to Amazon and to Ingram Spark, which means that when that process is completed, and both sites have to approve your book, they won't just automatically publish it. So after they approve it, I will be able to order a copy from each of those sites, go through it, make sure it's what I want, that there's nothing been left out or errors made. And once that's approved, we will be able to give you a launch date. So hopefully it is not much longer. So I'm really excited that it is getting this close. And I'm just excited to share because it's all your journey too. We have done this together. And I just can't wait for you to have a memory and a reminder of what we're supposed to be praying. Yeah. Oh, and someone suggested that we put the action items on the blog on the website as well, and I think that is a great idea. So we will be working on
Yep.
getting a page for those and action items that you can check out
Yeah.
also.
And that
So
goes
that-
along with us moving the blog post over. So as we get more of those over here, and this site will continue. We'll get new things, as things happen. So it's not going to stay like this forever, but it's a great place to start, and we'll just continue to add things. And as you all have recommendations or suggestions, obviously submit those. If you want to use the contact form to send those to us, what you'd like to see on the site, those kinds of things. Happy to look at any of those suggestions. And I did just want to call out here that if you click through to learn more about the book, we do have this really beautiful page here about the book. So we'll be putting information out here as it's available, the launch date, where you buy, all of that information will be here on this page for the book. And so we've got a couple quotes from the book. Patty wrote a nice endorsement for the book, so that's out here as well. Also, Janet Huxley did one as well, so we've got that, and then we've got some other kind of endorsements, testimonials here, the photos of the book, lots of comments. Everyone's so excited. So we just tried to capture all that on this page. So definitely check that out. I think it's fun, and everyone's just really excited for it all to come down. And so we should have more information on that page here in the next couple weeks, sounds like. So
Well, that was my question. Do we come here to buy the book?
We'll have a
we can
link,
start
but
here.
yeah, but for now we'll let Amazon and Ingram Spark handle the sales.
Okay.
Ingram Spark distributes worldwide. So if you have my ISBN number, which will be on the back of the book, it's that barcode thing. You can order my book from Barnes and Noble, any bookstore in the world. You can order the book. So I'll let you know a little bit more if there's any other details you need to know. But I believe, Callie, you were going to have a link like to Amazon, right?
Yeah,
When
I
we
think
get that.
I think it would be probably best just to start here and then, to get the information. And as we learn more, we'll put that information out here so everyone's informed. But yeah, if it's on Amazon, we'll give you that link to the Amazon product. If it's on Ingram Spark, we'll give you that link, however it ends up going. Because I know, Diana, you were talking about maybe doing some where they could sign. So we'll just have more of that information
Yeah, if
as
you
it
would
becomes
like a
available.
signed copy, what I'm going to offer are book plates. They're just like a big giant sticker, but if you want a personally signed book, you can email under that contact form, and excuse me, I will fill out a book plate for you, and I will need your shipping address to get that to you. So that's kind of what that's in the works right now to do that for you.
Yep.
Because
So
we
we'll have
live so
all that
far
out
apart
there.
from each other, to have you like mail me the book and I mail it back to you, that's just very time consuming. So we figured that the book plates would be a good alternative to that.
Sure. So yes, as we have that information all kind of nailed down and ready to go, we'll have it all out here so it's really clear and people know exactly what they should do. So yeah, we'll have more. That's the beauty of having a website, is once it's here, then we have the platform to be able to communicate whatever we need to do. So make sure you check back, and if you hear about something going on, come to the website and see what's going on. There's going to be lots of information out here. And we just hope it grows, and we hope the ministry grows, and it's just a beautiful place to start, and hopefully we'll have lots more things coming down the road.
Amen. Now, Patty, I'm going to have you share, because we just have felt the need for quite some time about creating a prayer community where people could pray for one another and have prayer requests sent to. So, Patty, I'll let you jump in and just tell us what's on your heart for doing this group.
Yeah.
And where it will be located.
Yes. Prayer is a huge part of my life, and I love the fact that Diana has chosen to make prayer a part of this group as well. And we actually on X we have made something called a Watchman's Journal community. So if you go to your page, there on the left side, you will see profile, premium, and communities. So you want to go to the community section, and there you have something called a Watchman's Journal communities. And once I get what I need to do set up, then I'm actually going to be putting this on my page so that you can look at it. And so what this is going to be, it's going to be a place where I share prayer requests, and then you also can share prayer requests, and that this will be a place instead of my constantly posting for prayer requests, this will be your go-to place where you can see all the prayer requests that come in, whether it be to me or to Diana. And and so this will be where, so you don't have to come to me anymore or to Diana. You can go directly to a Watchman's Journal community and post your prayer requests, and then everyone will get on and be praying. And eventually there is also going to be a time when I do a live prayer time and you all can join. That hasn't been set up yet. I just want to let you know that that's a future thing that we want to do, but that is in the works to do. And it's possibly going to be a once a week event. And actually, Ash has been so kind and he has offered to help with that too. So it'll be a wonderful time to pray together and to go through all the things that we need to pray for. And I'm so looking forward to meeting these needs of prayer because there's so many prayer needs out there.
There sure are. And if you don't want to join X and have an account there, you can still send prayer requests through the contact form on the website, and they will be posted to this community page. So you will be prayed for.
Yes, I will be. Yes, if you don't want to join that, I'll take the prayer request right off of the email and I'll put it right on here. So that works.
Yeah.
So it'll be a great addition to your ministry, Diana.
I have wanted this for a long time, and I was so thrilled when Patty said yes, that she would be willing to head it up. So this is a really important part of the beautiful picture that the Father is painting with this ministry that he birthed and I never dreamed of. And and I've met so many wonderful people along the way. So you all bless our lives very much.
Absolutely.
And my tea delights my heart. I love them so much.
We love you too, Diana.
Absolutely, we do.
Well, anything else you can think of that we need to add in for people to know?
I don't think so.
Okay.
We're just excited that everyone is liking the site.
Yes, your comments have been precious and very appreciated by Callie, who has been working on the back end very diligently, trying to have hair remain and not tear it all out, because it's like she's in uncharted territory like we all are in this season, because she's built websites before, but never with this particular company. And we do want to give a shout out to Maisie, who is our website carrier, and they are dedicated to making his name known all over the internet. So I think that is a beautiful purpose to have. And that was one of the major reasons we chose them, because they are believers as well and want to make him shine all over the internet. So
love that.
If you're looking for a provider, I would recommend them. MAISEY.
That's right.
Which, if you want to know, upside down, it says, "Yes, I am."
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's amazing.
That's how they knew
I love that story they told
Yes.
us.
He and his wife are across the table from each other, having coffee, praying about trying to figure out, do they launch into this endeavor? They're on their own. It would take all their savings. Should they take this brave adventure? And he's looking down at, they decided the name, and his wife is across from him. And he said, Lord, are you into Maisie? And she said, do you know what this says upside down? Yes, I am.
Oh my word.
And that's how God spoke to them to start
Mhm.
their website company. So
That's amazing.
pretty cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he didn't
Wow.
have to say anything else to sell us after he
No.
told us that story. We were
There you
you're like,
go.
okay, this is the right company to go with. And they
Mhm.
have been great to work with. So
They have been. Yeah.
That's great. That's great.
Well, thanks all for joining us on this tour of what's new out of Watchman's Journal Ministries. And we just hope these will all serve to bless your lives, encourage you in the Lord, and help you hear his voice for your own life. So we're going to say goodbye for now, and we love you all. And until we meet again, may you be blessed with peace and grace and great hope. Bye for now.